Good. All right, welcome everybody to Monday, August 11th, regular board meeting. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You don't want to do this. Okay. Yeah, we can jump to that. Oh. Do any of the town board members have any conflict of interest regarding any of the items listed on tonight's meeting agenda?
No.
No.
All good? All right. Now we're going to jump around a little bit because we have some people that have to get somewhere. All right. Resolution number 1. Mark?
Resolution 811-1 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Julia Truitt as part-time police dispatcher for the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye.
And vacancy for Ward 3.
Motion carried.
Can we start? Do you want to just...
There's only one that gets sworn in. He gets sworn in. Okay. All right, number 2, Liz.
Resolution 811-2 of 2025, resolution acknowledging the resignation of John Lombardi as Town of Hyde Park Ward 3 council member.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Oh, cold, Mark.
I have my own thing I'm going to say, Relaxo.
Where's John? Chief of Staff. All right, may I have a second? We got the second.
Mm-hmm.
And will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 811-3 of 2025, resolution appointing Gregory Campus to the position of Town of Hyde Park Board Member for Ward 3 until December 31st, 2025.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Sorry. I do have something to say about this. I can't agree with this appointment. Just on the timeline alone, John Lombardi resigned on the 28th, and by August 4th, Greg was at the attorney-client meeting without being sworn in. It didn't sit right with me, and it still doesn't. In this resolution, it mentions that the members of the town board reviewed applicants to fill the position. At no point did I know that any applicants were given or have submitted any applications. As a town board, I think we need to be transparent so everyone knows the timeline and everyone knows any of the applicants that applied. So with that, I am saying no.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried. Where are we going? Yeah, we have a swear-in for Miss Truitt. Julia Truitt. She needs to get sworn in first.
Sitting down.
Is she here?
Yes.
Right in front of you. And I can't see it. Did you do this one?
You can raise your right hand. I, Julia Truitt,
I, Julia Truitt,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of part-time police dispatcher
of part-time police dispatcher
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
You are sworn.
Thank you.
I just want to say that we're very excited to have the second generation of Truitts coming through the Hyde Park Police Department. So Julia is retired Sergeant Bill Truitt's daughter. So it's our second generation in the Hyde Park Police Department. And I don't know if it's good or bad that I'm working with both generations, so I guess I've been here a long time.
Okay, Bobby. Want to get a picture of the family? Yeah, sure.
Don't worry about it. You want to switch? You got boxing gloves.
Okay. Board, you want to step in there?
All right, everybody squeeze in, squeeze in. Watch all the frames. I have two cameras, so just be patient. We got one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Supervisor, did you give me the mic for a reason?
Yeah. Thought you'd like to
Everyone,
say
I just
something.
want to say thank you so much for placing your trust and faith in my sister Julia. She's going to do an amazing job. I'm so blessed to call her my sister. And I wish I could stay here for the whole meeting tonight, but I have to go back and chair the county legislature meeting that has to start in 15 minutes, so I'm out of here, everyone. Thank you all, and I hope everyone has a great night. Congratulations, Julia.
That's exactly what I asked. All right, Greg Campus and Judge McCoxon, please. Greg.
Judge's hand first.
I, Gregory Campus,
I, Gregory Campus,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the United States Constitution and laws,
that I will uphold the United States Constitution and laws,
and I will uphold the New York Constitution and laws,
and I will uphold the New York Constitution and laws,
and faithfully discharge my duties
and faithfully discharge my duties
as a Town of Hyde Park councilman
as a Town of Hyde Park councilman
to the best of my abilities.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
I've only known him for 35 years, so that's the first time we ever did that. Maybe not the last.
You did sign my pistol.
Transfer over. Somebody take a picture.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, get this.
Pete, I'm helping you out here, Pete.
That's plus optimum's down again. Nobody will see it until it's recording. Yeah. seat, right?
Yep, I believe so. Yes. I
John
think
Lombardi still here?
Yes, he is. Thank you, John.
John, will you please come up?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. John, nobody wanted to do this, but to let you go from one position, but you're going to another position. This is all from everybody on the board, even Mark. What do you got?
Oh, yeah.
And we're just a sign of appreciation of everything you've done for us and continue to do so. It's working now? Would you like to say anything?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you to the entire board. Appreciate it very much.
And those cupcakes are yours too.
Thank you.
John. I'd like to say it's been a pleasure working with John, having him on the board. He's one of the members who definitely has his hands on the pulse of what's going on around the town, and he was definitely has been an asset for the almost 4 years I served with him, and I want to thank him for his time there. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you to John. You know, coming onto this board, it's a daunting. I can't your voice. I hope everyone's hearing me. Coming onto the town board, it was very much nerve-wracking, getting to learn everything and getting to know the ropes. I really do appreciate you helping me out through these past 2 years, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much. Thank
When do we do the added the data? So do this at the end? Okay, we gotta go back to the start now.
Okay. So we're gonna minutes. And then,
We gotta accept the minutes.
yeah, and then you say add the resolution.
Go ahead to data.
And then or unless we want to do comments first.
We should do the workshop first.
Oh, you want to do it?
There's only one.
Okay. Yeah. We could do 1 to the workshop over here.
Okay. Like to have everybody there still? No. Where's everybody? I'd like to have a motion to accept the minutes of July 14th and July 21st.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
I don't think you can.
Oh, recuse?
No, actually not.
Recuse.
Yes, I was sitting in the audience.
Okay.
Vote, right?
He was sworn in. He could vote.
He could vote?
Oh, on accepting the minutes?
No.
He wasn't there. You weren't, just say you weren't at the minutes.
I wasn't at the minutes, but I was in the audience, so
Okay.
I'm not official.
Okay. Councilman Prisakowski
Aye.
and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried. I'd like to have a motion to add Resolution 18 of 2025 to the dais.
So moved.
Thank you, Mark. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Okay, will the clerk take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prime.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried. That will be added at the end.
Okay, and then
Ms. Sarah here? Okay, you want to come up and do your workshop first?
Comments.
We'll do that next.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'd like to thank the Supervisor Torgiani and Chairwoman and Chairman to allow me to talk a little bit about the New York State pro-housing communities and the benefit and the reason why I believe the town of Hyde Park should consider this program. This program is a New York State, as of 2024, New York State requires municipalities to be signed up into their pro-housing communities program to qualify for their discretionary grant programs. So those would include the downtown revitalization initiative that the city of Poughkeepsie recently received, that is also for the Pro-Housing Supply Fund that is currently open to municipalities, which allow municipalities to fund infrastructure projects that directly benefit housing projects. Also, discretionary spending grants from the grant from New York State to put towards infrastructure and business-friendly projects, such as in East Fishkill. They recently got a grant to redo the rail trail terminus down there. So, but it is a requirement for municipalities to be part of that. And it is a relatively simple process of being part of that. It is started with a letter of intent is submitted to New York State. After once the letter of intent is submitted, then the state requires submission of the town's zoning laws as they pertain to housing and residential projects. What they want to see is 5 years worth of data, but they take the last 3 years to see how many housing and residential projects have been approved. And if you meet a certain threshold in, Dutchess County is considered downstate because we are in the MTA transit district. So they want to see a 1% increase over 3 years, or 3% increase, 1% a year for the past 3 years. If that is threshold is not met, that not all is not lost, a resolution can be submitted to the state saying that you support the pro-housing concept, and that moving forward that your zoning laws, if they're not already, are residential friendly. And then once that is approved and you are certified, then you are free to apply for any state grants. And there is an annual compliance on that. Just basically, you resubmit your zoning laws every year after that. So it's relatively simple. But with that, and then also too is just grants management. So there are a lot of federal, state grants that a municipality like Hyde Park can apply for, but we also recognize that it can, town staff is, busy doing town work, and looking for grants and applying for grants is not always the top priority. So that is another thing that, HVEDC can assist the town with, is strategically searching for those grants, helping apply for the grants, and provide advisement as well. Right. So that's that. Any questions?
No. You good? Yep. Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, are there any public comments on resolutions in town business only? Note, time, 3 minutes.
All right, we have Paul Donnelly.
Good evening. My name is Paul Donnelly. I am a resident of Ward 3. I've served this community for several years as a member and a current member of the zoning board, and a teacher for over 2 decades. I'm deeply concerned about the process for appointing a replacement for Councilman Lombardi. The voters of Ward 3 elected him to represent us, and when he resigned, there should have been a public notice of vacancy, along with an opportunity for Ward 3 residents to express interest in serving the remainder of his term. Instead, this decision appears to have been made behind closed doors, disregarding the will of the voters. When the city of Poughkeepsie faced a similar resignation, they informed the public and interviewed interested candidates. Hyde Park residents deserve the same transparency. The current approach is opaque, political, and offers no clear process for public oversight. Regardless of the outcome in November, the people of Hyde Park have the right to know of the political games that are being played by this board.
We have Andre J. Clark. I'm sorry, Clark.
Clark, C-L-A-R-K-E.
Oh, sorry.
Good evening. I'm a resident of Ward 1. I've lived on Chaucer Road, 4 Chaucer Road, for the past 3 decades. And I'm just getting closer to our administration. I am congratulating our newly appointed Gregory Campus, and just looking for some insight as to where we can locate the kind of advertisement that was done to attract the applicants. Where can we find that and be able to assess what you looked at in order to make your decision, so that looking down the road, we can appropriately position ourselves for similar roles. Thank you.
I just have a question. I mean, when there was a vacancy for county legislature, the Hyde Park Town Board at that time appointed Brendan Lawler to that seat, and he was in it for a couple of years, and then he lost it, and now he won it again. So I thought it was up to the board to reappoint any vacancies until the end of the term, which is December 31st, and then there's an election November 4th, and everybody can. And I believe the Democrats have their candidates for all the vacancies that are up.
Through their caucus.
Through the caucus, and
like
the
we would
Republicans
do a
have
caucus.
have a caucus. They did theirs on July 10th. We have to follow a Board of Elections schedule in order to do that. We had to have ours by, I think, April 2nd or 3rd. We did it March 31st. So it's up to whoever's, seated to fill the vacancy. And I think Brendan was put in for 2 years before the vacancy became eligible for the public to put up a candidate and vote in an election for him. We don't have a special election in the middle of a term. So the time to have gone for Ward 3, whether John ran again or not, would have been in the beginning of the year or the end of last year to contact your Democratic Party leaders in the town of Hyde Park and say that you're interested in running wherever you live. If you live in Ward 1, you could have said you wanted to run in Ward 1. If you're interested in my ward, 2nd or 3rd ward, you go to and you speak before the caucus.
Well, it's not the election. It's the fact that no one knew where to go to.
He's asking for where the public notice is and how we advertise.
Where the public notice is for the vacancy to fill the vacancy.
Right. Yeah. Correct. Vacancy as a result of the resignation.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I'm unaware of any code requirement that requires that. So just so you know, from a legal perspective, and it's ubiquitous among most of the towns in their county, most of the towns everywhere, that typically don't have a competition for vacancies that need to be filled on the town board, particularly when there's going to be an election within the next couple of months. So anyway, I've just put that out there that I'm not aware of any legal requirement for that.
It was in the resolution.
There's no legal, I'm just saying, there's no legal requirement for it. There is no regulation requirement that there has to be a competition or advertisement for a vacancy. That's all I'm saying. I
For
put that out
elected
there.
officials.
Right, for elected officials. I believe the law is clear. If there's a vacancy on your town board, the town board members are the ones required to fill the vacancy.
Can I comment still? Then the statement you made in the resolution is null and void. You're the one that's bringing it to our attention publicly that the board. I'm sorry. Right, I mean, this is not a, we're not accusing you of doing something that you shouldn't have done. All we're looking for is insight into what you said you did. In the resolution, you clearly stated you've reviewed applicants to fill the position of town board member for Ward 3, and the town board has determined that Gregory Campus is the best qualified candidate to fill the position of town board member for Ward 3 until December. All we were asking, where did you advertise? Can we see what you were looking for? Because he's clearly replacing a beloved councilman. So what did you look for? Where did you advertise? And how can we get a chance to evaluate that? So in the future, we'll know how to proceed and what to bring to the fore. That's the essence of my question.
You can answer that.
It went through the Republican caucus.
I see.
So whoever showed up to run for Ward 3 is the person that we appointed way back in March 31st. We didn't know John was resigning, but people were interested, and Greg came forward to the committee to say he was interested in running about a month before the caucus on March 31st, and said he was interested in Ward 3. And when John said he was resigning this summer, then we said, Gregory's going to run. He's the one that's going to run, and that's who we appointed.
So you just
because people come to the town, because we have caucus in this town. We don't have petition walking, so we have caucus to get candidates to fill these elected positions. So Gregory was running since March 31st, and when John said he was resigning, all the applicants that we spoke to back in before March 31st, and he got the designation, is who we voted for.
I see. So that's the pool you looked at?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
John?
Can someone speak even if I hadn't signed up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, do you have
The list
of anybody else that's in the, or is that the end of your list?
Nope, that's the end of the list. Go ahead. Yes.
You're in.
Thank you.
Of course.
My name is John Shalepi, and I live at One River Road in Hyde Park in Ward 2. There's no question, as your lawyer has indicated, that what you did was legal. The problem that I see, though, is the timing and the sense of politics. 2 weeks ago, I went to a meet and greet for a candidate who's running in my ward. And the candidate is a social worker, and he put it very clearly before I even knew anything about this. He said he was a social worker and he was in charge of a nursing home. And he said, if a resident in that nursing home says, I lost a pair of socks, it's not important that Greg thought that was important or not. What was important was it was important for the resident, and that Greg Komar, the person in Ward 2, thinking of Ward 2, said that he would go out of his way to do everything he could to help that nursing home resident find a pair of socks. It didn't matter that it was important to the candidate, it was important, or to the person who was on the town board, it was important to the person living in the residence. The thing that I'm concerned about in terms of what was done is that the newly appointed newly appointed member of the board here for Ward 3 was chosen by his party. He then has some obligation to his party. And I think what's more important is to have an obligation to serve the members of the community, not the party. And I got to say, earlier, I congratulated John Lombardi because I know that he did that. He came out for his residents, and if a resident had a problem, he was right there advocating for the resident. And I think that that's important. And I just wanted to say that I'm interested in those people who are going to serve the community, not the Democratic or the Republican Party, but the community.
Well, Brendan Lawler was appointed, and he's a Democrat, and the Democrats put him into the county legislator seat, which is even bigger. That's 2 different wards. That's 2 wards in Hyde Park that he represents in the county level. And Gregory's been here for every meeting since this year, since March. He's been to, I think, every meeting, or April. He's come to the town board members' meetings. There's nobody ever in this audience. So Gregory's been here. He's up to date on what's going on, and expressed his interest and knows exactly what's going on a lot of projects that were already ongoing in the town.
Okay. You've mentioned a couple of times about Brendan, and just as I was saying here, I know that what you did was legal. Okay. And the same thing was legal the last time. There is a difference in the timing, that this is just before the election. The election is in November. This is August. That's 3 months away. That gives one candidate a leg up. What I'm concerned about is not that the person is going to represent the party, but represent the residents.
I don't remember seeing any give and take when they did it with Lawler, that people came and complained.
He's not worried about that.
Okay, I think this might...
John, hold on a second.
Before you leave, I'd like to address something.
Yes.
I've been a resident of Hyde Park pretty much good part of 30 years. I've been a deputy sheriff. I've been a deputy sheriff in the community. I've served, I've stopped and helped people on the side of the roadway and called police departments, fire departments to have them come. My statement as far as things go for me is that I'm of the people, I'm from the people, and I'm for the people. It doesn't matter what political party that I belong to or what political party that you belong to. I'm for you, and I'm going to do what I can for the people of Hyde Park in any form or fashion that is legally and ethically and professionally viable.
Okay. Thank you, and I hope that all the members feel the same way, and I know that the candidates that I'm aware of feel that same way. Paul has done it in terms of the students that he serves. But the point that you're making is certainly very good. I just wanted to say that it looks political.
Okay. Get this.
Yeah.
If John ran, you wouldn't ever win. They wouldn't run anybody against him.
That's
why
right.
They call him landslide. So you got to benefit now. You got to try to beat somebody because you wouldn't even run against John.
No,
we all know that.
I was one of the people who suggested that we not oppose John because he had been doing a good job, regardless of difference in party. Well, thank you.
Right.
Okay, good, and thanks.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, you poked the beast.
No, I just want to clear the record.
Could you state your name for the record?
John Lombardi. I wanted to take the county legislative seat because when Will Truitt was running for controller, that was my side, and Will and Sue and everybody asked me if I was interested to run. I did run. I went out and did all my legwork. There was some controversy between my construction company that I'm one of the principal owners in and doing work for the county. There was some ifs and ands and back and forth. And on the 11th hour, a couple attorneys reached out to me and said, listen, so that there isn't any appearance of any improprieties, it's best that you do not run for this seat. So it was on the 11th hour. This was not politically motivated. I told Mr. Donnelly that, and just in a couple minutes ago in the conversation. And so what I decided to do, the right thing to do was, since Mr. Campus was running to be a candidate for the 3rd Ward, and he went and got a lot of support from a lot of people around. He talked to people. I thought it would be appropriate not to go back and ask him, hey, Greg, I'm going to kick you to the curb, and I'm going to take your seat, I'm going to take my seat back. I thought it was more manly-like to do the right thing and just, you know, sit in the sidelines. And I'm very appreciative to the board and Al Torgiani because they did create a position here in the town hall, so it isn't like I'm going to go anywhere. But the big point that aggravates me, and if we want to talk about politics, is one sore subject is that since I've been on this board almost 3.5 years, and I appreciate Mr. Clark and Mr. Donnelly and everybody coming out, this is the first time seen you guys come to one of these meetings and speak up. So if anything's politically motivated, I think that you guys are starting to show up, and unfortunately it's at the 11th hour because we only got a couple more months left, and start throwing your name out there. I mean, I think that's a little more on the political side. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, John.
Where am I? We done?
Done with public comment? Yeah. Is this it? Anyone else, or?
Is there anyone else?
Okay.
No? Okay, where are we going from here?
Bear Hollow.
Okay, public hearings, a lot of fun. May I have a motion to open the public hearing for the Bear Hollow subdivision drainage?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Will the clerk read the notice of public hearing regarding the Bear Hollow subdivision district as it appeared in the newspaper?
Town of Hyde Park. Notice of public hearing. Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park shall conduct a public hearing with the purpose of considering the establishment of the proposed Bear Hollow subdivision drainage district on August 11, 2025 at 6:05 p.m. at the Hyde Park Town Hall, located at 4383 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York, 12538. The Town Board shall hear all persons interested in the proposed establishment of the Bear Hollow subdivision drainage district and will consider whether, 1, the petition complies with the requirements of Article 12 of the town law, 2, the proposed district is in the public's interest, 3, all property and all property owners within the proposed district will benefit thereby. All persons desiring to be heard on this matter shall be given an opportunity to do so at the public hearing by the order of the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park, dated July 16, 2025, Hyde Park, New York, Sarah Holman, Town Clerk.
Did the clerk receive any public comments?
I did not.
Anyone here have any comments?
Not on my list.
Okay.
So this is on the Bear Hollow, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So we just open and close.
Yeah, was it open? It was open?
It was open.
So now you just make a motion to
Great.
close?
May I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So
Make-
moved.
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Carried.
Now we have
Can we take the vote?
the next public
So it's closed.
Yep, it's closed.
Okay. All right, the next public hearing is in regards to dangerous and unsafe conditions of 563 North Quaker Lane and 1005 Violet Avenue in the town of Hyde Park. May I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Will the town clerk please read the public hearing as it was in regarding to the dangerous and unsafe conditions of 563 and 1005?
Town of Hyde Park, notice of public hearing. Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park shall conduct a public hearing as per Resolution 721-2 of 2025 and Resolution 721-3 of 2025. This matter is regarding the dangerous and unsafe conditions of two buildings. One building is located at 563 North Quaker Lane, tax ID number 6266-19-654134, and the other building is located at 1005 Violet Avenue, tax ID 6164-01-443914. Both reside in the town of Hyde Park, Dutchess County, New York. The public hearing will take place on August 11, 2025 at 6:05 p.m. at the Hyde Park Town Hall, located at 4383 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York, 12538. All persons desiring to be heard on this matter shall be given an opportunity to do so at the public hearing. By the order of the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park, dated July 23, 2025, Hyde Park, New York, Sarah Holman, Town Clerk.
Okay, did the clerk receive any public comments?
I did not.
Does anyone here have any public comments in this matter? No? Then let me get a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Hearing closed. That's it for this one, right? Go there. Now, what else do we got? We start with the resolutions.
Number 4.
Is this
Okay,
one?
here we go.
This
Who
one?
left off?
Yeah, number 4.
I did.
Resolution
oh.
8, who's reading this one? I thought it was on me.
That is Councilman Prine.
Okay.
Number 3.
4, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Resolution 811-4 of 2025, a resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to change the full-time legislative aide to the town supervisor position to part-time and appoint John Lombardi to said position.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 811-5 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Michael Cassetta as hourly laborer for the Town of Hyde Park.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Okay. Resolution 811-6 of 2025. Resolution authorizes the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Maureen Gill Martin as the sole assessor for the Town of Hyde Park.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 811-7 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the stipulation of agreement between the Town of Hyde Park and the Police Benevolent Association, PBA, and authorize the town supervisor to execute said agreement on the town's behalf.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 811-8 of 2025, resolution introducing a local law amending Chapter 108 zoning code of the Town of Hyde Park to provide for the review and approval of the memory care facilities.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 811-9 of 2025, resolution introducing a local law to amend the town zoning map to rezone the parcel located at 532 Salt Point Turnpike, Hyde Park, tax ID parcel ID 133200-623-03-421439 from the Greenbelt District to the Neighborhood Business District, referring the local law to the town and county planning boards and setting a public hearing.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani?
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you. Resolution 811-10. Resolution to accept a petition pursuant to local law number 1 of 2025 and set a public hearing.
Before we get a second on this, Mr. Supervisor, just want to jump in. So you'll recall that we've heard arguments from the counsel for the applicants in this matter, Mr. Raplansky, and we've also heard arguments from counsel for the Sixth Senses project, which I believe is seeking the access that we're all very familiar with. My advice to the board this evening is I've reviewed those arguments. I found Mr. Raplansky's arguments to be the more compelling. It seems to me, from my perspective, and the decision is entirely yours, that the petition certainly meets the requirements or the standards that were contemplated by Local Law 1 for consideration, and they were proffered on behalf of people who would qualify to submit such a petition under that local law. And so it would be my recommendation or my counsel, my advice, that we accept the petition and move forward with the process that was provided for in that local law in this regard. The only thing that I would suggest in terms of the resolution, which I admittedly prepared for all of your consideration, if you're so inclined to move forward with it, is that we should probably put out the hearing date perhaps to the October date. And the reason being is because the town would be an involved agency in this petition, in the matter, for which the project that's being objected to is in the process of going through SECRA, where Clinton is the lead agency. I spoke with the town's attorney there regarding where they stand with that matter, with that project. And in fact, they do recognize the town of Hyde Park as being an involved agency in the SECRA and environmental review, which is good. And they're actually in the process of providing us the materials that they've received as part of that review, that SECRA review. I anticipate, obviously we can't take action until that's been completed, so I anticipate that that's probably going to take more than a few weeks to do and to look at and to get some feedback on that, also to have it reviewed. So it just makes sense to have a better appreciation or a handle on that before moving forward with the public hearing in this matter, again, if the board's so inclined to move forward with it. So with that suggestion, and hopefully maybe October may be a bit ambitious, but nonetheless, I think we should probably put it in there, and if for some reason, and the petitioner's agreeable, it makes sense to move it out further, we can revisit that. But at this point in time, I think we've got to move this process forward. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, I'd be happy to entertain them. But that's my position and my recommendation of the board. So the only thing I would say, if you're going to go forward with the resolution, we perhaps amend it at the dais to include the October meeting as opposed to September.
Include
Include it as part of the resolution?
Yeah, just redact it where it says 8th day of September and whatever. 13th day of October.
Okay.
So I would make a recommendation with that amendment.
And that would be a motion and second for the amendment?
Motion and second for the amendment, correct.
Okay.
and then motion to consider the resolution as amended, and then a second.
Gotcha. Okay. So first will be to, am I hearing correct, that to include October?
No,
Or
to substitute.
Gotcha, to substitute, right. To substitute October.
So it's just a motion for the amendment to the existing dates of the public hearing.
Correct,
From the
paragraph
8th to October, from the 8th day of September to 13th of October.
Correct.
Okay.
May I have a motion for that?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All right, may clerk take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani?
Okay, and I need a motion to accept the resolution as changed. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani?
Aye, motion carried. Now we can complete the resolution. Do you still?
I'll, just going to put out there, because also for the benefit, Mr. Raplansky's here, I'll reach out to Mr. Raplansky to coordinate that date.
We still got to vote on the resolution.
Didn't you vote on it?
We just did.
We voted as amended. I had.
As amended.
Yeah, I have Prisakowski's motion and second Prine.
Okay, done.
Whose turn?
Number 11.
Do we take a roll call on this amendment?
Yes.
This resolution?
Yeah.
We did.
After we amended it.
Okay.
Yes.
Resolution 811-11 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute a change order extending the term for shared services agreement between the Town of Hyde Park and the County of Dutchess County for 2025-2026 snow removal season.
May I have a second, please?
Aye. Second.
Okay, may the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani?
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 811-12 of 2025, resolution amending resolution 69-3 of 2025, authorizing Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute an agreement for the continuum of grant consultant services with Millennium Strategies, LLC, for assistance in researching and applying for potential grant funding for the Town of Hyde Park, to amend the resolution to reflect a change in the fee.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani?
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 811-13 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute an agreement between the Hyde Park President's Youth Football and Cheerleading Program and the Town of Hyde Park to run an American Youth Football Conference, AYF-AYC, and cheerleading program as part of the town's recreation program for the year 2025.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani?
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 811-14 of 2025. Resolution authorizes the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute, amend, and extension in intermunicipal agreement with Dutchess County and other municipalities to continue participation of the Hyde Park Police Department in the Dutchess County Threat Assessment Group.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please read the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 811-15 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve Sergeant Christian McGaw and Sergeant Michael Sloan to attend the New York State Public Safety Symposium, Building Safer and Stronger Communities at the Empire State Plaza Convention Center in Albany, New York, scheduled for September 16th, 2025 through September 18th, 2025.
And may I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 811-16 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve Sergeant Christian McGaw and Sergeant Alec Brandow and Sergeant Michael Stallone to attend the supervisor liability training at the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office in Poughkeepsie, New York, scheduled September 24th through September 25th, 2025.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 811-17 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the purchase of a replacement vehicle and any necessary equipment for said vehicle for the Town of Hyde Park Police Department fleet.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Added at the dais, Resolution 811-18 of 2025. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to acknowledge the resignation of Fire Inspector Christian Kitchen.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
Councilman Priscowski?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried. Okay. Do we have any, well,
Oh, I was going to say move all business.
you want to do that?
Yeah, that's it.
That's where I was going.
Okay.
Smack.
Before we close.
She's gonna start hitting me pretty
Sorry.
soon.
Let me know before we close.
Hey, Al,
Uh,
did we have our town highway supervisor here for something?
oh, Rodney comes all the time.
No, present. I thought he was going to say something about the light down on Farm Lane or something like that.
No, he's not here. He's not here.
Oh, okay. Disregard.
Does anybody have any new or old business?
Yeah, I'll start. The preliminary designs for the Dinsmore Golf Course have been sent to the town engineer for review. There is a meeting with the town engineer and the company doing the designs on this Wednesday. So after that meeting, I'll get updates from the town engineer about the Dinsmore Golf Course flooding.
You done? Yep. The town has meeting with the Department of Health regarding our $1 million grant for the pool at Hackett Hill to start construction. And as long as everything goes well, I think it's on the 15th, Friday this week. As long as everything goes well, we'll be able to start revitalizing the pool and hopefully have it done. We're trying to have it done. We're trying to have it done before camp next summer. But anyway, we're going to move forward starting this fall, and hopefully we have a little longer bit of fall so they can deconstruct it and get things laid out for the spring. Another thing I see all over Facebook is the trees that are down at the end of St. Andrews Road. That is culinary property, as you know, and they've been approved for the completion of housing there, and There's a sign out there now too, and you can look it up. I did look it up. It's oneandonlyresorts.com if you want to take a look at the concept of what's going on down there. And a lot of people are asking, what about Coco's, which used to be Easy Street? I believe that building is part of this CIA property, but it is not part of the plan with what they're building now and where they cleared the trees. They are going to use that building, but they have not put in an application yet to tell us what they're planning on doing with that building. Some say it might be like a model or an office there, and some say it might be some kind of Uncorked New York type store with a tourism shop, but they have not filed their application, so it's all hearsay. But everybody's wondering about that project, so that's what's going on down there. And the Beatrick Ferrand down at Belfield at FDR, they will have on the weekend of August 16th, these talks they have and walks they have on Saturdays and Sundays come into a close because summer's coming to a close. They're having a Wild Garden BioBlitz Citizen Science event on Saturday, August 16th at FDR in the Belfield Garden, which is right at the back end of the Wallace Center that they have there. From 10:30 to 12 they meet. And then on the 17th, they're having Greeters in the Garden from 1 to 3, and it's going to be all about the blooms, the flowers that are in bloom. And that would be August 17th from 1 to 3 at FDR Historic Site behind the Wallace Center. And this Wednesday is the last, can you believe the summer is coming to a close? 2025 Music in the Parks, Four Guys in Disguise will be at Vanderbilt this Wednesday night, August 13th, and in August the concerts start at 6:30, not 7. And that's all I have for my ward.
Thanks, Liz. Howie, I would like you to come up and do some explanation about Farm Lane for me, please, from your point of view.
Just before the Howie comes up, I'd just like to give a shout out to Ironworks. I had some welding I needed done on a trailer. Anytime I use a local business, I like to mention it here. Terry Kilmer, right off of Falkhill Road. I needed a spare tire carrier, and he did a wonderful job. Great welder over there. If anybody needs any welding done, he came in exactly as the price he quoted, and it was done on time. And I just want to thank him for that. Oak Ridge Ironworks. Thanks, guys.
Good. I'm Howard Fisher. I'm the highway superintendent. About Red Barn, Dennis Pavlak did come see me after the first meeting he had with you. I explained to him that do not block an intersection made no sense on Red Barn because they have a red light, and that traffic will stop before Red Barn Road, and when it turns green, they will keep traveling. They don't stop in front of Red Barn. So there's no reason to have a do not block intersection. I said if anything, it would be Kessler. But there's only 3 houses on Kessler. And the people who live on Kessler are smart enough to go out through Stop and Shop light. You know, why would you want to come out that way? So I've been down there at rush hour in the morning. I've been down there rush hour in the evening. I have not seen anybody wait more than a few minutes, which I live in the village. I have to wait. If I want to come out of my road and make a left, I'm going to wait. But that's what you live with, you know. I didn't see 15, 20 minutes like was said. We also got a letter about no turn on red at Stop and Shop. So, I'm not a big person for signs. I absolutely hate putting up signs because if the law's not going to be enforced and people are going to do what they want to do, those signs mean nothing. I was at Stop and Shop this weekend. I'm at the light to make a left, and sure enough, there's a red light, and a car comes right up, barrels, turns right, never stops at all. You got to stop at a red light, whether you're going to make a right-hand turn or not. I do know Chief Benson was here, and he said that the accident that was talked about, the lady hitting a walker, she's not even sure she got it. Apparently she has Alzheimer's, so she wasn't even sure if she got hit. So a lot of that stuff gets blown up on Facebook and then people run with it. So it's also a state-controlled intersection. You know, if the state wants to do that or put no turn on red, you know, it's kind of up to them. I mean, we can always ask, but we all know that the state's not going to jump, you know. right off the
Everybody's
bat.
talking about town up at Poughkeepsie has a sign up by where East Village.
Adams.
Yeah, by Adams,
Yes.
which is yield to oncoming walkers.
But again, if you don't stop
Instead
at the
of-
light,
Yeah,
the sign means nothing.
I know.
And if you go down there and sit, you could sit there probably for about 10, 15 minutes in the parking lot facing that and see how many people come right up to the light and just don't even look. They'll look left, they don't look right, and that's where the walkway is.
I know.
So, again, a sign's not going to help.
But explain what you were explaining to me, that the path, there's a sidewalk, lighted sidewalk there that they can walk
There
down.
was also a lady in a wheelchair who crossed right across Red Barn Road where there's no walkway. There's no difference making a left on Farm Lane on a lighted sidewalk. So if you're even going at night, it's lighted. You walk down, you push a button, you cross the road. I mean, doesn't get easier than that.
Yeah, they like to go right from Farm right to Kessler.
But they're still traveling the same distance.
I know.
Because when they get across, they still got to go left. If they go down, make a left, and they go across, they're going straight.
Yeah, I'm going to
So-
respond to those letters
And
with
again,
that idea.
you know, what's the law for that? You know, if you give them a crosswalk and they don't use it, and somebody gets hit, it's really not our fault. You know, we provided them with what they needed, and they don't use it. The other thing I'd love to say is, Gregory, welcome.
Thank you very much.
You know, everybody here knows I've been in both parties. You know, I ran as a Republican the first time, I ran as a Democrat the second. If I was to run again, I would do it as a write-in, as a joke. But we have two candidates, and they're both good guys. So I don't like to hear complaining about a seat filled, and I'll tell you why. Most people will vote for the better person. Some people will vote their party. You're never going to change their mind. To me, that's a silly way to think. You vote for the best person. That's why I don't belong to a party now. I vote for the best person for the job. And if you want to win, get out and knock on doors. That's what I did, and that's why I got my time here. So that's all I can tell anybody that's running. Get out, knock on doors. Otherwise, don't cry. All right?
Thank you, Howie.
Thank you, Howie. Thank you.
Thank you, Howie.
Anyone else have anything?
Yes, earlier on, I made note that I was at the meeting on July 14th, which I was out of town on that date on a family vacation. So the July 14th, and I believe it was a special session meeting on the 21st. It was the month before. I was not there, so I apologize to anyone who might have believed that I was there or I've made any wrong impression concerning my time being here in the audience during July.
Thank you, Gary.
Anyone else? No? Good?
I can read the letter.
Oh, one more thing. I had a couple of residents ask me about neighbors' grass that gotten too high. And yeah, for me personally, if I was that neighbor, I would consider it was too high and not cut at all. But just for everyone in the community who hears this, please, you have to make a complaint to the clerk's office, and the complaint then goes to the highway supervisor, and they then cut the grass. The zoning board, I'm sorry, correction, zoning board, and they put out a note to have the grass cut, and it is paid, your taxes are charged that. So yes, you can always let your town board members know, but also you have to take that first step to come down to the clerk's office.
And file a complaint at the building department.
Yes.
All right, good. We have a letter here, and I'm going to have Sarah read it, because nice handwriting.
Yeah. It's a thank you card. Town of Hyde Park board members. On behalf of our family, I would like to express heartfelt gratitude for the recognition given to my wife, Lynn, and I on the continued success of the Hyde Park car shows over the past 15 years. Being able to share our love of cars, especially these Fords, and Lynn would hint, with the community through various car events and shows has been the most enjoyable. Hyde Park is fortunate to have such a thoughtful, supportive group of individuals dedicated to our town. Again, I greatly appreciate everyone taking the time this last Sunday to come out to our 15th annual car show, dedicated to my memory of Lynn, my beloved wife, mother, and friend to all, now cruising with the angels. Sincerely, George Golden, Pam Manna, Stephanie Greer, and the rest of our family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, George. If there's nothing else, I'd have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned.